All right, folks, welcome back to another episode of the Bellied Up podcast. I'm here with Charlie.
We're at Dr. Jekyll's. Miles, are you the Dr. Jekyll or the Mr. Hyde in this relationship?
You tell me.
Well, it's a trick question because Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde live in all of us. So we're both Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Very poetic.
Yes, two sides of the coin, Miles. Two personalities.
So we all have a little bit of schizophrenia, is what you're saying.
Well, that's a charged term these days, Miles.
Really?
I don't really know. Anyways, we're here at Dr. Jekyll's, really cool bar here in Appleton, Wisconsin, right off of College Ave.
You know what I like about this bar, Charlie? You don't see a lot. All the walls are painted like a reddish orange. I like that.
I like that too.
We're living in a world where all the bar walls are painted gray and all that stuff.
Yeah,
and this place is.
I like a bold color choice.
I like it.
I like that someone like there was a barn that they were like, oh, we bought this extra paint for the barn. What are we gonna do for it? Go paint Dr. Jekyll's.
Yeah,
you know. And then they found some green paint too, the green trim. I mean, this is a bold ass, and it's not a Christmas bar.
No, it doesn't feel Christmassy at all.
No.
It feels like it's always been here.
Oh, Miles, look, those two angels, you know, is that one smoking a cigarette and drinking a beer?
Those are the fallen angels.
All right, Miles, if we were those angels, which one would you be? Which one would I be?
I think I'd be the one on the left.
You be the thinking one?
Yeah. And you're the one on the right that looks more drunk and depressed.
See, I saw myself as the thinking one, but let's do it right now. Let's do it. Do the thinking part.
All right.
Now
Great
take a
podcast.
screenshot of that,
Yeah.
and then we'll sell playing cards. We should do like a whole thing, Miles, where we take like art like that, you know, and we just replace ourselves in the art,
Yeah.
you know, and just sell that as t-shirts.
Like me and you with I don't know, it's like the two Iowa farmers are holding the pitchfork.
Yeah. That would be
great.
great.
The gal, I'll be the guy holding the pitchfork.
Or you're the Donatello or the Michelangelo, you know, with your Willie out there, and I'm just like holding my hand up, you know, so no one can see it.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. That's a little weird, but anyways, you get it. It'd be fun.
You working on your stand-up right now or what?
Yeah, I'm riffing some things, Miles.
I actually was thinking the other day, Charlie.
You were thinking?
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here. The other day you were. Should have called me.
I think we should spice up your stand-up routine a little bit.
Yeah, you want a little nip in my stand-up?
And I'm just gonna throw some stuff out there for you.
Throw it out.
You can accept it or you can reject it.
Yeah,
This is just a spitballing session.
It's like when you go over to someone's garage and say, hey, you want that box of stuff over there? I'm like, what's in the box?
Yeah. I think you need some more pyrotechnics at your show. Nothing will engage an audience like a ball of fire.
Yeah.
Sparks, explosive things. That will awaken their primal being of being in danger, and then they are laser focused in on what you're saying.
They're gonna, yeah. No, I like it now. Knowing how much of a cheap bastard I am, I'm probably just gonna stop at the fireworks stand, get a bunch of sparklers, line them up around the stage, probably set off a fire alarm. Because that's expensive, Miles, to get pyrotechnics.
Yeah, but now you can get the ones that are like fake pyrotechnics that you just like plug into the wall and they shoot like these fake sparks that like you can put your hand over.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, that's as lame as a plug-in
Okay, well, if you're going to be a cheap ass.
Well,
I'm trying to, you said pyrotechnics
I guess that's
too
true.
expensive.
You're just offering me solutions.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I like that, Miles. Thank you. Hey, here's a question. When are we going to do the Bellied Up Live?
Well, hold on. I got way more advice for you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's hear it.
So I try that. I also like to see something great that happens in a concert is when they finish a song, they kind of disappear from the stage, and then they pop out somewhere random in the crowd and do a song there. You should do that where you disappear and then you pop up in the nosebleeds and do a joke from up there.
Miles, great idea. And hate to tell you, in my first tour, I did that where I would play a video and then I would go to the last seat of the thing. I'd say, yeah, that was okay. Here's the problem with doing that is you then have to
Get back on stage.
And sometimes it's a long time and no one can see you. The thing about the stage is everyone can see you. The thing about up there, unless they have a Megtron, an iMeg, like where they have a video guy, that could be fun.
Another idea is I think you should do the Midwest goodbye with a joke.
What do you mean?
Hear me out.
Okay.
So you start your show with a start of a joke.
Mm-hmm.
And then while starting that joke, you then get sidetracked and talk about another thing. Mm-hmm. Then go back and continue on the original joke you started with. And you just do this over and over again. And the final punchline is the joke you started at the beginning of the show.
That's a good idea. It took you 3, but that is a good idea.
There we go.
I like that structurally. Yeah, I get a little aroused for structure, Miles.
You're a structure guy?
Yeah, that's a fun
You always got an easy transition. Oh, well, I suppose, you know, and then maybe you start your show on one side of the stage, and every time you do a joke, you just do one step closer to the other side of the stage.
God. That sounds way better on paper than it does on stage.
You start walking around, you're like, oh, fuck, I got to go back to that spot.
You gotta like get out there and, your audience, they're not guaranteed to listen to you or like you every night. You got to go out there and just get on your knees and beg them.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. That was a couple of thoughts I had for you. So just take them or leave them.
Well, I like the thoughts, Miles, and I got a thought for you, and that's that we should do a live Bellied Up. Now, I know that you have a wife and a child and no interest in ever leaving your house ever, but I do think, we should. Oh,
you're speaking like a true guy with no kids. I tell you.
I know. I do have no kids. I have 0 responsibilities whatsoever, but I think for one weekend, we could go to Chicago, we could go to Nashville, we could go to Milwaukee, Minneapolis, you name the city, and Fargo. Shocker. We could do the Fargo Theater, but I think we start small. We start a little club, and kind of do a Bellied Up live where people in the audience, imagine it, they come in, we got like a little submission for questions on the screen. We just tell you where to text your questions to. Yeah, then we bring people up.
We
on
open
stage.
The doors like an hour early.
Yeah,
everyone gets some cocktails, some beers. They can tailgate.
Yeah.
And then they can submit their questions. And then you and I, while everyone's having fun, you and I are in the back just grinding, trying to find good questions.
Yeah, we're always grinding. Like right here at the bar, we are just grinding.
Yeah, and then we have people actually belly up to the bar on stage.
We bring a bar up there, and they come on up, and we talk out their deal. Bellied Up live. I think it's got potential.
I do too.
All right, guys, if you think it has potential, you got to DM Miles, because I've been pitching this idea to him for 2 years now, and he hasn't done it. So flood his DMs.
Don't act like I'm the only one that's... You could have also put in some effort.
I'm down. I'm the ideas guy. You're the effort guy, okay? So it's basically got to get to a point where you're like, all right, this is a great idea, and then you have motivation to book it.
Okay.
Because,
all right.
Or you just give me a date that you can do it, and I can book it. Shit, I can book it. I book all these other shows somehow,
Yeah, somehow I book. Should write that book.
Somehow I book. That's a book. Anyways, Miles, you think we should take a call?
So if you guys are interested in us doing a Bellied Up live show where we take in-person callers, or actually people are bellying up to the bar, let us know. DM Bellied Up, DM Charlie.
Yeah. And if you guys have something you want to buy, sell, or trade, bring that bitch in. We'll do dude, that would be awesome. That's what gets me going the most, is like a little Antiques Roadshow, Like,
that should get the people going, an Antiques Roadshow.
Oh, God. I could sit there and watch Antiques Roadshow all day. I love old shit,
Well, should we take some callers?
I don't know why we wouldn't.
Sarah, good to meet you. You got Charlie and Miles here. And folks, we have Sarah from Buffalo, New York. She says that Buffalo is nowhere near New York City, so don't even loop me in with those assholes.
Wow, you sound like you're from New York City, though.
Yeah, well, hey, I mean, you guys are calling me super late, so I got to ask, which one of you showed up late today?
Oh, damn. Is that true? Is that true?
Yeah.
I was late.
You
It
guys
was
were
me.
supposed to call me an hour and a half ago.
What? I think no.
Time zone
You got
difference.
the time zone wrong
We're in
there.
the central time zone.
We're only a half hour late. What time did we
All
say
right,
we're gonna
it's still
call?
late. Which one was it, Charlie?
It was Charlie.
I was late for sure, but I think that's on our scheduler because they should have booked in the Charlie late time.
We do.
They should have.
Yeah.
We do.
I texted to say I was going to be late. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Okay, don't be sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not really, but I'm saying it. So that's
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
So Sarah, I hear you have a cleaning business and you're wondering if one of your clients is just Midwest nice or a full-on swinger.
Yeah, I'm not really sure, Catholic nice or swinger. I don't really know what's going on, and I could use your guys' advice to try to figure it out.
Well, let's get a little backstory. What's been going on with said client that's maybe making you feel a little bit weird?
All right, so just a little backstory. I don't know if this will be relevant or not, but maybe it is. So we'll start with, I used to work for a cleaning business, and that's where I had found her through, and we would go with, groups of people. So it was never just me. And then a year ago, I decided to leave the company and open up my own business. And she ended up texting me, reaching out, saying like, oh, I just, I really like you and stuff. I'll cancel with the business if you come and just clean for me like on your own. So I was like, okay, yeah, like I get that. Like you want to trust who's in your house and whatnot. So I didn't really think anything of it. And then starting to go on my own, I just started noticing little things that were like, I don't know if she's being nice or if she's trying to get me to be with her.
Nice. Let's get
go.
those details.
Yeah. So what kind of stuff is she doing?
Nothing too crazy, but the first thing I noticed was the one time I was like, oh, I'm all set. I'm going to be leaving. And then we were just having a conversation, and we were standing in her hallway, and she just kept leaning in closer and closer to me, staring into my eyes. I don't even remember the conversation. All I can remember is just her staring into my soul. So I'm like, this is crazy. And then I just kind of shrugged it off, whatever. And then she started inviting me to her house for these parties. I don't even know. She just would send me an invite through a text message to come have a party at her house, and I don't want to go, so I would be making up excuses I got something to do that day or whatever. And then this is funny because literally 2 days ago she just sent me another invite to come to a party to her house.
Oh, you got to go to that party.
Well, so hold on.
No way.
way.
Is the Evite pineapple themed?
It's not pineapple themed, but it says clothing swap. Bring some clothes to swap and a dish to pass.
Wait. A dish to pass and
Yes.
clothing to swap. This is freaking. Yeah. Now we're cooking with gas. You're going to this party. I hate to tell you.
No way.
I would
not
bring
going to this
I would
party.
bring a casserole, a light casserole.
Yeah, something light. Maybe even a
Yes,
soup of some
light.
sort,
Yeah.
just
Soup,
in case
okay.
it gets wet and wild.
Is she hot?
Yeah.
Is a person attractive? 1 to 10.
I mean, she's probably an 8, I would say.
Whoa.
Let's go.
She's an 8?
Let's
Yeah,
go.
she's got a lot of kids, but she keeps herself put together.
All right, back up the truck. She's got a lot of kids.
Is she married?
Are the kids living in the house?
Yeah, she's got a lot of kids. They all live in the house, but when she has these parties, the kids aren't home.
That's what's
She
up.
sends them all away.
Yeah.
And she does, I will say she does have a husband, but I never really interact with the husband. He's usually at work, or like the couple times that he has been there, it's always just like, hi, how you doing? And then like he goes out on about his way.
Yeah.
So it's just her.
Have you ever been cleaning? Have you ever been cleaning anything at this house and you like turn around, she's just standing in the doorway?
Yeah, so sometimes she'll like trap me in the bathroom. Like I'll be in one of the bathrooms, like in the shower scrubbing it, and she'll just come in there and just start like talking to me. And like she was trying to show me stuff on her phone the other day of like, she's like, oh, look I just went on vacation here. Look at how beautiful it was. And then like every picture she's swiping through is just her like in a bathing suit in a pool and everything.
Nice.
I mean, that is what you do on vacation, though. So
well, yeah,
give her the benefit of the doubt, you know.
Now, let me ask you this: what percentage lesbian are you?
0. That's the thing.
All right.
Like
I don't
0.
like 0.
Damn, bummer.
Well, they say don't knock it till you try it either, though. So
yeah, have you ever opened yourself up to the experience?
Absolutely not.
All right, no further questions.
I will say it, you guys will probably think that this is also funny. One thing that she just recently did as well. It's wintertime, so obviously it's super cold. Your hands get dry and everything. And she comes up to me and she goes, my hands are so dry. Let me see yours. What lotion do you use? And she grabs my hands and she's like feeling the tops of them. And she's like, oh, they're so soft. She goes, feel mine right here. They're so dry. I don't know what to do. And then I'm like, I don't know. I just use a Gold Bond lotion. Like, give it a try. And then I walk away and she goes, wait. She goes, come here. She goes, your hands are so small. And she grabs my hand and puts our hands together. Like, look at how small your hands are compared to mine. Like, what?
Wow.
She'll do all this, but she won't offer me a glass of water.
She won't offer you water?
Sense.
I bet if you asked her for water.
That's because she wants you to be thirsty, you know, just like her.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's a good one, Miles.
That is funny.
Wouldn't it be funny, Charlie, if she finds out, or like she goes there and you're like, God, this place is clean. I was here a week ago, but it seems like no one's been living in it. And it turns out she just has like 7 cleaning ladies that she's trying to get to these parties every day of the week.
She's just got a cleaning lady thing. Hey, let me what's your story then? Are you together, married, kids?
Oh yeah, I'm married and I have a kid.
Happily married?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So are you and your husband invited to these parties?
No, just me.
Oh man.
I think you just gotta go. You can always bail.
No, I could always bail. And see, the trick is it's getting harder to come up with excuses not to go because she makes the parties for the day that I go clean her house. So it's not even like I could say, oh, I'm out of town that day because I'm literally there a couple hours before cleaning her house.
That is actually pretty smart. It's like Michael Scott when he says they have to work late and then they didn't actually have to work late and then he cancels them working late and is like, you want to have dinner? You said you didn't have plans.
Oh, man. This is a typical scenario where if it was a guy, it would be creepy. But since it's a girl,
absolutely.
We're just having a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
Are you creeped out? 100%. Are you uncomfortable?
I mean, clearly she hasn't dropped her as a client.
I'm not uncomfortable.
Yeah. Does she pay good?
She does pay good, and she's gotten me a lot of other clients. So I can't really complain about that.
Yeah. I mean, I would just... What does your husband say?
He at first thought that it was hilarious and he thinks that it's funny, and now he's like starting to bag on me like, oh, you're gonna leave me for her, you're gonna be a lesbian. So now he's starting to get mad about it.
Now he's getting jealous, isn't it? Doesn't kind of feel good that he's feeling a little jealous about it though.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
What? So what?
You're a hot commodity.
Your next excuse for this parties, I think you need to point blank ask her like, well, why isn't my husband getting an invite? you know, or
Yeah,
like
I could ask her that.
be like, hey, we were gonna maybe do something that night. We maybe would both like to come. Can we both come?
Or just tell her that he's coming and see what she says. Be like, oh yeah, me and him will be there, and then see what her reaction is to that.
Maybe you should try this tactic out. Just maybe start doing like some disgusting stuff while you're there. Like next time she's
Disgusting stuff,
talking
like
to you,
what?
next time she's talking to you real close, just rip a huge fart. You know, just
What else you got?
everywhere, farting. You know,
She said, "What else you got?" She don't like the farting idea. I like that idea though. That could work.
Of course you do.
I'm getting swinger vibes for sure.
yeah, that's.
I mean,
That's what I was thinking too. But you know,
I
you
think
never know
the
because
the big red flag for me when I knew it wasn't Midwest nice, Charlie, is Midwesterners don't like to touch each other.
No,
And as soon as you start feeling up your hands, that's where the Midwest nice just goes out the window.
and also in the Midwest, we're making eye contact, but it's like, you know, I did it. I'm done. Okay, I did it
yeah,
to
he was-
show you that I was raised right. But then after that, I'm staring at something else. I'm staring at your nose or something because it gets uncomfortable. It gets too emotional. But when she's staring in your soul,
Actually, it lets me leave and question and everything, just staring into my soul for
Ooh.
like 15 minutes.
wait, what do you mean questioning everything?
No,
Still at
not like
0%?
that.
Still at
No.
0%?
No, it's
Yeah.
still 0%.
I don't know if it is though. I'm going to be honest with you
It
because
is.
for these reasons. One, you said she was an 8. Now, if you were 0%, you'd be like, I have no idea how attractive this woman is. Also,
Oh, that's not true. I feel like anyone can admire a beautiful woman and not have any intention further.
Suck it.
really? Okay. Can your husband?
I do think so. Yeah.
Oh, that was less hesitant, yes, but still yes. We'll take it.
I think you got to go to one party.
I thi-
Mostly because you've piqued Charlie and I's
Yeah.
curiosity.
Can you?
Don't view it as you're going to this party and it could potentially be a swingers party. View it as you're doing research for our podcast.
Yeah. We'll pay you.
Oh, yeah.
What's she paying you?
Oh, I bet.
What's she paying you?
Yeah, we'll pay-
200 a week.
200 a week?
But that's for the whole house.
Yeah.
We'll go
Yeah.
like
We'll go bathroom. We'll go
75.
master suite, master bathroom rate.
$75?
Oh, no. It's got to be the full thing.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
fine. I'll pay you $200 to go to the party. Actually, and I should also say, if something happens during that party that is weird, it was Miles who paid the money.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Charlie, if this is a weird scenario and you
Yeah.
just paid her to go to this sex party,
Yeah, and just admitted it.
yeah,
You know?
I don't know if I'd go that route.
Yeah.
I think this has got to be a pro boner situation.
I could always just go try it out and just run out if I have
That's
to.
what I'm saying. Have your husband kind of like stake out the place. He can park a couple houses down, and you can.
There's a golf course right across the street. He could hide in the bushes.
Yeah, well then then now you guys are the creepy ones.
Yeah, that's a different level of kink right there, and that's actually illegal. Now, I will also say there's
Yeah,
no,
is his name Tom?
there's no way your husband's gonna let you go to this party.
Oh, no, I know he's not. There's no way.
Bring him with.
Bring him with and see what happens.
Yeah, because he sounds like a guy that's not going to let any funny business happen anyways. But you got to at least see what's going on at these parties.
That's fair.
Oh.
I guess I should maybe.
Did you ever find?
Here's what you got to do. If she's holding these parties on the same day that you're cleaning, just take really long one day. That kind of bleeds into the party a little bit, and just see the people that are showing up.
If they got Hawaiian
Yeah,
shirts,
that's what I'm wondering too. Like, what other kind of people are showing up to this? Like, I'm not in
Yeah.
her little friend group like that. I don't know who's coming.
it's just her. She's like, oh, everyone else canceled. I like that shirt you're wearing.
There we go, Charlie. You ask if, say you have a doctor's appointment when you normally do that day, and you need to come a little later on the day that she has a party. So then you're not like, I'm not going to the party. I'm just doing my job. I just had a doctor's appointment this morning, so I had to push it a little later.
I think you just solved it. I think that's the way to go.
Because then you can get a little
taste without.
Because now
taking
you're
the
not at the
entree.
party. You're the help at the party. You're cleaning
yeah,
up
I am
before
the help
party.
at the party.
There we go.
Absolutely.
All right, last
That's
question.
genius.
Here. Last question.
All right, what else do you got?
I want to know if you've ever found anything cleaning that good.
Yeah.
Oh, I knew you guys were gonna ask.
Come on.
So there's been a couple like weird situations. I think one of the weirdest one was when I had worked for the company and we had went to this apartment and they were very unattractive, weird people. And we went into the bedroom and they had like a camera facing at the bed. And then you looked and there's like all these like bondage straps and stuff like that on the bed. And then she's got like all of her toys on the side and stuff. And they're just nonchalantly like, don't even think anything of it. So then we're freaked out. We're like, this is weird. Like, just put that stuff away when we're coming. So we had went back and we were trying to tell the boss. And she's like, this middle-aged Chinese lady that doesn't really know anything. So we're like trying to explain to her and she's not understanding.
Well, hang on. Let me save you there. She doesn't know. She knows a lot, but perhaps not.
Right.
Okay.
Well, she picks up the phone and she calls these people and says, "You got to put your toys away before they come and clean. Otherwise, they're not coming." And it's just like, now you're sending us back after saying that. So then we had went back and they had put it away, but then the time after it was all right back out again. So I don't even.
Yeah,
know.
but have you found any thing like that in the swingers' house?
No, I have not.
That's interesting.
But I don't open any drawers or anything like that. But there's nothing laying around. She just kind of has it like very like modern, like little things everywhere. But nothing,
yeah, kind of like American Psycho type of style.
Yeah. I think
You accidentally open up a cupboard and just plastic wrap just comes flying out. Not because they're murdering anyone, but all the bodily fluids, Charlie.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, wild. Are there any pictures of her with Diddy around?
Not that I can confirm.
All right. Well, it's nothing that weird then.
Right. Not that weird.
Well, I'm out of questions. Miles, you?
No, I think you nailed it. I think you got to just go to one of these parties and report back. We gotta know what's going on at these parties.
It's next week.
Okay.
All right.
She's having one next week.
Okay. Yeah.
Go to the goes bad, it was Miles's idea.
Have your husband
I don't know, Charlie,
two houses
it might be your
down.
idea.
No, you can't pin this on me. I just legally said it's Miles' idea. For any lawyers watching this, post that. There's nothing gonna be. She's not like serial killer.
What if it's like a totally
No, not a serial killer.
totally normal party that she has the time of her life at? It's just this whole time you've been denying great parties.
Or what if it's a totally normal party and now I'm the weird one for thinking otherwise?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you aren't as 0% lesbian as you thought.
Oh, I am.
Well, we thank you for calling in and sharing this with us. It was fun to spill the tea with you at the bar.
Thank you guys. And Charlie, I got a bone to pick with you real quick.
Oh, shit.
Just super quick. Judging by my quick little Google search, you haven't been to Buffalo, New York since 2022, and I want to know what's up with that. Do you not like us?
No,
or?
I love Buffalo. I do. I was just up in Rochester. I did Syracuse. I haven't been to Syracuse. I got to get back up there.
I think so too. You'll probably forget. So whoever does your bookings, book Charlie somewhere near Buffalo, New York.
I was just in Albany, which isn't Buffalo.
That's too far from me.
I know. You're right. I do have to get back up there because that was a freaking awesome time. And I think we did 2 shows there.
Hey, he'll book a show in Buffalo if you bring your client to the show as well.
Oh, no. No.
That would be
I
fun.
am not bringing her.
I got all the crowd work bits for her.
Yeah, you've already done a Midwest Swingers. There's already been swingers at your show.
Yeah, I did have swingers at my show. That was wild, man. They were shameless.
When Charlie comes to Buffalo, then I'll attend one of these parties.
Oh, that's a fair deal.
I'll be the plus one. I'll go there.
You'll be the plus one?
I'll
Okay.
suss it out.
That would
All right, that's fair.
Charlie at a swingers party. And I'm not into that stuff either.
Well, me either.
I just kind of want to be a fly on the wall. Maybe let's go with your first one where, like, if I go there, then you go to the party and you go to the first one, let me know how it is, and then I'll consider the second one.
Yeah, it could be a good after party
Yeah.
after the show.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for calling in. This was super fun. Tell your husband we say hey.
I'll tell him that you said hey, and you guys tell your folks I said hi.
All right. We will do that. We will do that. Stay safe out there. Happy cleaning.
You guys too. Thank you.
All right.
See ya.
Bye-bye. I got to know.
Yeah, it's gonna eat me up inside.
I think I already know.
No,
I
I'm
think
gonna
she's
go
a swinger.
home and I'll be thinking about, are they swingers? Are they not? Kind of like a detective that can't solve a case. I'm just gonna consume my whole life and.
Yeah. Little Sherlock Holmes over here.
Mhm. But I think evidence is leading. But it's always never the person you most suspect either.
No, it's always
It's always the
goofy
person
one.
you most medium suspect.
Yeah, I feel like a swingers would be that's a lot of work. That's a lot
To
of.
maintain that many relationships. Oh my
Ugh.
God.
My God, I can't. I'm a one
Then it's like,
relationship kind of guy.
it just can you imagine, trying to focus on doing your thing and then you're also having to appease all these other people in the
Yeah,
room.
there's like people watching.
It's
and
like
people
I'm sitting
getting in
there
on
just
it.
thinking of baseball, trying to make it longer than 30 seconds. And now you throw in the aspect, you got other people watching me and wanting something from me. You got an audience.
Yeah, now you don't even have your bat anymore.
No, yeah. Sounds like a nightmare scenario.
Yeah.
So
Well,
let me see.
We wish her the
What kind of
best.
lotion do you use on your hands?
Thanks for
my
asking.
God,
This is.
your hands are big. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
You know what they say about guys with big hands.
Oh
you
my
know?
God, you're kind of sweaty too.
Yeah.
Do you need me to
I
towel
was
you
just
off
holding
a
my
little bit?
microphone with it.
Do you want me to towel you off a little bit?
Yeah.
Also, I'm having a party on Friday. You want to come?
Can you touch me on the shoulder like that again? Oh yeah. Oh God, this is getting weird.
Should we take another caller?
Yeah.
Hi, is this school bus driver?
Yes, it is.
You got Miles and Charlie from the Bellied Up podcast. How are you?
Oh, I'm living the dream. How about yourself?
Same. Bellied up to the bar.
We can't complain.
Should we dive into it, Charles?
Let's dive into it.
All right, guys.
Sounds like you fellas are having more fun than me today.
Oh, yeah. So, guys, we have a school bus driver on the line from the Midwest, and he wants to, talk about how exhausting it is to drive a bus in the Midwest, and number 2, his goofy living situation.
I'm excited.
So, Mr. Bus Driver, what is so exhausting about driving a school bus? You're just sitting there driving, man.
Well, I don't know about you boys, but I like to wave and say good morning and everything to everybody I see. Well, you know how many people you pass in a bus to begin with, and then you have 60 kids walking past you, and you have to say good morning and have a good day to every one of them, and half of them won't even say it back. I don't think that these kids are learning the good Midwest values anymore.
What the hell? They're not even saying good
I
morning
agree.
back to you?
Heck no.
Are they on their phones, just staring on their phones, little robot boys?
Pretty much. Heck, I don't think they'd know if we crashed into a tree the way they look at their phones.
Oh, God. That's scary, man.
So you gotta like
I
ice.
know it.
You have to like ice your arm at the end of the day from waving at people all day long on the bus.
I pretty much do. Yeah, I have to go home and put ice on my shoulder from all the waving at everybody. It's an exhausting experience.
Look at you. Look at
Man,
him,
you-
though. Holding it down.
You-
Committed to saying hello when these little shits don't even look up from their freaking devices. You know what you need? You need a Midwest dad on there to smack the phone out of their hands and say, look them in the eyes. Not too long, but look them in the eyes.
I agree. That's great. That'd be great.
What's
Man,
yeah, go
I
ahead.
tell you, if you if you get a parent standing at the end of a driveway, man, you might take all day to get these kids home because they just want to talk all the time. I mean, that's the downside of the Midwest.
That's because their kids aren't talking to them. So they're like, oh, finally, a normal human.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, where in the Midwest are you?
Southeastern Indiana.
Oh, yeah, southeastern Indiana. All right. So, yeah, you're just going down there and you're trying to wave at these kids. And then what about people who pass the bus? Are they waving at you too or no?
Well, they're not waving at me, but I'm waving at every one of them.
Look at you. Look at this guy. He's just a Midwest soldier, just ready to go, just to spread the Midwesternness to a bunch of people. He's like a missionary, you know?
Yeah.
I love that.
I'm thinking we must be having some Illinois people around here or something. The way you get the manners back.
I think phones make everyone fibs. Is what I think.
I guarantee it.
So my experience with bus drivers growing up is they were always yelling at us to sit down and stop doing this and stop doing that. Are you I'm going to pull this bus over type of guy, or what's your approach when kids are misbehaving?
Oh, I've had to pull over a time or two, but I've also learned that if you just talk to them real mean a couple times, they think you're scary and they'll leave you alone.
Well, that's a good option there. You got good relationships with any of the kids?
Oh yeah. Well, I tell you, I'm a sub, so I'm on different routes about every different day.
Oh wow!
So I don't know.
You're a sub bus driver now. That's interesting. Yeah, because the substitute teacher, it's tough to get respect from the kids on that. I wonder if the substitute bus driver, maybe that's playing into this.
Yeah, it might be, but I know something, like I said, if you just sound like you're real mean when you get started, then you usually don't have no problem.
Yeah.
Nicest guy you'd ever meet, but you gotta make the kids think you're mean.
Well, yeah, because you got to lay the precedent first thing. You got to make sure there's no horsing around. What's the weirdest thing any of these kids have ever done on your school bus?
I had a kid actually 2 days ago that we got to his house, and he refused to get off the bus because he was mad that his sister got off before he did, and he started crying. The weirdest thing I ever seen. I've had kids refuse to get off at school. I mean, we can all get behind that. Come on, who wants to go to school? But man, you're already home, kid. Gosh.
Yeah, you were there, my guy. Now the next day he's gonna get made fun of for crying.
I agree.
How'd you get him off the bus?
Well, I'll say the mother came up there. She was not too happy with him, so I was a little scared of making her angry. I don't know what that kid's thinking.
He was scared. You can't imagine how the kid was feeling.
Oh, I know. The mom come up there, and you could tell she was mad about it. I was like, man, I don't want to get on the wrong side. Jeez, kid.
I wonder what that kid did at school, because if the sister got off first, she already told her mom the thing that the kid did. That's probably why he was crying. There's probably a deeper story there.
He's scared that the school called home before he made it there.
Yeah.
That's wild, man. So,
yeah, because I don't think you can physically remove a kid from the bus. So,
no, it's not like a bar. You can't bounce him out of there.
Yeah. So,
maybe that's what we need. Maybe we just need some school bus bouncers.
Yeah, checking IDs and shit.
Yes. Now you're thinking.
You said in your voicemail you got a goofy living situation. What's going on with that?
Okay, so let's say maybe 4 years ago, maybe, I was dating this girl, and me and her, got pretty serious. We moved in together, and we were engaged. We were living on a farm that her parents owned, and we actually ended up moving into the house that she grew up in. It's a dairy farm, and me and her dad started dairy farming together. Well, then, flash forward another year or so. Well, she found her a new boyfriend, and her dad found out, and her dad told her to get out and told me to stay. So to this day, I still live on the farm she grew up in, and I still milk cows with her dad. Hell, I talk to her dad more than he talks to her.
Oh my God. You are the father's son he wish he always had.
He told me that one time, which I thought was weird because he has a son.
Wow, what a deal. That's
I got the woman's end in the divorce. I got to keep all the stuff.
That's what I was going to say. It's hard to pull off keeping the house, but you did it.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I was smart. I got out of there before we filled out any paperwork.
It's true.
So do you ever see the girl anymore?
I tell you what, being a nice guy, I know her and her new boyfriend, I guess, just bought a house a while back, and they're wanting to fix it up. And, me being a nice guy, I even offered to help them out. And her new boyfriend told me he'd rather freeze to death than have my help. So you know what? I guess that's their problem.
That's a real secure boyfriend is what that is.
That's what I kind of figure.
So do you you see her at like Thanksgiving and stuff, or no?
Oh yeah, it definitely makes her angry every time you see her over at her parents' house and I'm there, but that's okay.
He's got like a stocking on the mantle during Christmas time and shit.
I do.
You'd have a stocking on the mantle.
I do.
How long you been in this family now?
Well, me and her were together. I'm trying to think, probably 4 years ago, and I think we've been broke up now at least 2 years, so probably 4 years.
So like you guys broke up, you guys stayed living in the house together, and she found another boyfriend all while you still were living together?
No, she moved out.
Oh.
I'm still living in the house.
Got it.
Why?
It's the house she grew up. It's the house she grew up in as a kid.
Why'd you guys break up?
I guess she decided this new guy was better than me.
Oh man,
Fine.
Yeah.
Fine by me.
You dating someone else?
No, heck. Honestly, I kind of like living alone.
I don't think you're living alone, are you? You're living with her dad, right?
No, they live at a different house. I'm living in the house she grew up in. They moved on into a different house. We moved in there.
Do you pay rent?
No.
Dude, how the hell did this work out? Are you that good with the cows?
I honestly have no idea. I somehow just Forrest Gumped my way through life. I don't know.
I just started running.
Yeah,
I started driving. Forrest Gump does drive a school bus at some point, doesn't he?
I don't think he does. But
no, he drops his kid. His kid gets on the school bus at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
That's
what it is. Yeah.
I tell you what, if Forrest Gump drove a school bus, that would have made a way more interesting movie.
Wow. So you're working on the farm every day, and you're doing the school bus when they call you.
Yeah, pretty much. That's a couple days a week, and actually, I have another job working a maintenance job at a school too.
Wow. Busy guy.
This guy's doing everything.
He doesn't have time to find another gal.
No.
Yeah, my dad once told me I was a whore. I'll do anything for money.
Wow.
What does your parents think of this situation you're in?
Oh, they just shake their head. They're like, I don't know what you're doing, but it seems to be working for you, so that's good.
Wow. And there's nothing, the dad has not told you that you got to find your own place at any point in time?
No, they basically he makes it sound like he wants to retire from farming in a couple of years, and he's looking for somebody to take it over.
So you're the investment. You're gonna be good taking care of the farm then?
I guess. I'm not opposed.
That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, it's a great situation. He's gonna leave you the farm, dude. That's gonna piss your ex-girlfriend off so much when you get that whole farm.
Yeah, well, I'd say so, but hey, that's not my business.
No,
I mean a little bit. You are living in her house, working with her dad.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you calling in, man. This is great.
Yeah.
Any advice out there for other bus drivers on how to, not be so exhausted at the end of the day?
I would say, well, for one thing, if the kids get out of hand, you do need to resist the urge to slam on the brake pedal. But
when they're standing up in the walkway and they slam on the brakes and they go flying.
Yeah, mysteriously a squirrel ran in front of me. I don't know what happened.
Brake check them. That's great.
No, I don't know. I would say that we just need to keep trying to teach the good value to the younger children to you know, be nice to people and say good morning to everybody, because it's getting ridiculous out there. I say it's got to be the phones. I heard a story of a kid a while back that got on the wrong bus and he ended up at the wrong school in the morning. Like he was at there was a class of like kids that went over to the local community college for some classes. And after class, he walked out of there and got on the wrong bus, and they took him to the wrong goddamn school, like 45 minutes away.
Damn phones, Charlie.
It's the phones.
And our school is probably 5 minutes from there. I'm like, how does this kid get on there and not be like, wow, I've been on here more than a few minutes. You think something's probably wrong, but he ended up 45 minutes away at the wrong darn school.
How old are the kids when they get phones these days?
I mean, I don't know. I see kids getting on, 4th, 5th grade sometimes with phones. It's ridiculous.
Good God. Yeah.
I know it.
I feel like, that's just crazy. They can just access anything on those deals.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of robots.
Well,
We're getting dumber. Robots are getting smarter. That's the end of it right there.
I agree. I tell you, kids are so darn, they don't pay attention to nothing. I know, like, the school that I drive for, the kids, use computers to do for learning every day. They have to bring a laptop with them. Man, I bet every day there's at least one kid that forgets their computer, like at home or on the bus. It's like, you have one thing you have to have for school today. And you can't keep track of one thing.
So do you turn the bus around and go get it for them or no?
No. A lot of people do. I'm the kind of guy like, well, if you can't manage that, well, you'll just have to figure it out today. Like, there was one thing. It's not my fault.
Yeah, but you have to borrow your neighbor's computer. Just like I used to have to borrow people's pencils because I never had a pencil. Yeah. Did you ever have a pencil in grade school?
No, and I gotta give some sympathy to these kids. If I were on that bus, I'd forget my friggin' thing every single day.
Yeah.
Yeah, Charlie does seem like the kind of guy that would forget stuff every day.
But that's not because you'd have been on your phone. It'd be because you're like looking at the birds outside.
I know. Birds are freaking awesome. That's what these little shits are never gonna learn how cool birds are because they're too busy looking at their stupid ass TikTok shit. I'm just turning into an old man, But at the same time, these phones are killing us.
I agree. I'm the youngest old man you'd ever meet.
How old are you?
25.
You gotta be freaking kidding me, dude. You gotta be freaking kidding me. You sound like you've been through 3 divorces and
2 world wars.
Yeah.
I know. Everybody's like, if you're only as old as you feel, I'm 87.
My God.
Well, we appreciate you calling in today, man. This is great. And keep doing the good work out there, spreading the love, the good mornings, and Midwest waves.
Yeah, I'll have to work on that.
Hell yeah.
Well, thank you. Thank you for your service to the Midwest. You keep her moving out there.
Hey, you boys, watch out for deer.
All right, thank you. You watch out for deer. And pretend you see one the next time one of those little shits is in the middle of the alley walking on their phone. Kick that up to the front.
Hey, I've only almost hit a deer in a bus once, so that's okay.
That's a big win. That's a big win.
I agree. Yeah, the kids wouldn't have known the difference if there was 5 of them in front of us.
As we say that, a school bus drives right by us. That's symbolic.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I was too busy looking at my phone.
Yeah. See?
Yeah. You guys are too busy looking at your phone.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose.
So, hey, you boys have a wonderful day.
You too, man. Have a good one.
We'll see you soon.
Make sure you drink one for me because they frown upon that if you do that before you get on the bus.
We will. Take care.
All right. Have a good one.
You know what was the worst part about riding the bus?
What's that?
I didn't ride the bus, but when we go on field trips and shit like that, when you get the seat that was over the wheel well.
Oh, yeah.
And then you have to sit there with your legs like you're sitting on a squatty potty.
Yeah. That's always the worst one. Dude, I remember being on the bus. That's why I'm worried about these kids. Like, they're not going to learn. Well, I remember kindergarten or first grade, one of the two, just exchanging swear words that I learned with my buddy. I mean, what a memory.
It's core memory.
That's when I learned shit, and he taught me fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like now kids are learning that off of the internet, and you should learn that from your friends.
I mean,
who
we're a
learned it
little
from their
bit part of
parents.
the problem, Charlie.
No, I'm definitely the problem. I mean, look at all the videos we do. This is on the internet right now.
Correct.
I know. Yep, that's how it goes, Miles. That's how it goes. Got to look in the mirror before you look at everyone else. Like, why are these kids all on their phone? Hey there, folks. How you doing? You know,
on their phone.
Yeah.
We're on their phone.
We're on their phone. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's even more meta than that.
Well, should we take another one?
Yep. Folks, I tell you what, spring is here. You know what happens when spring is in the air, Miles? The birds, the bees, You know what that is?
Boat motor.
It's a motorcycle.
Motorcycle.
Close. But I tell you, Miles, in motorcycles, you know, they're dangerous. They can be dangerous. I got a Harley. I do. My dad calls it a donor cycle. And I got to tell you, if you're riding down that road, you know, and you get into an accident, well,
what should they do, Charles?
Get a time machine and get a car. No, but if you get in an accident, you guys call Nicolay, okay? And be safe on those roads out there. But if you do get in an accident, call Nicolay Law. They're here to help. If you've been injured, give Russell a chit chat, okay? He'll make that stupid little lizard on the TV commercials pay so you don't have to. Screw the insurance companies. Call Nicolay. That's what's up.
All right, Charlie, we got a voicemail coming our way here.
Voicemail. It's the Bellied Up voicemail.
Hey, gentlemen. This is John, 32 years old, based out of Seattle. Born and raised on the East Coast, but I'm out here in this land now. And no question, it's mainly a comment. The same church, different pew. You have no idea how amazing of a terminology that is for corporate America. I say this on a daily basis now. So many smiles, so many smirks, just so many comments on it. It catches people off guard. What a perfect terminology. Doesn't really ruffle any feathers. People understand the concept, and it can be applicable in so many different things. So I'm just mainly saying thank you for sharing the love of that Midwestern hospitality and letting me know about the same church, different pew, because it is the best phrase I've ever used other than y'all. Thank you for what you do. You guys are hilarious. You have a wonderful day, and tell your folks to say hi.
Oh, man. No, tell your folks we says hi. That's really, doesn't it make you feel good?
I literally just said that a call ago, I feel like.
Yeah.
I said, same church, different pew.
I don't know when we started saying that on this podcast. I feel like you said it.
Yeah,
first.
I don't know where I learned it from. I learned it from someone.
But the same, another one you can use if you guys like that is this a horse apiece. You know?
What's funny too is he like described the advantages of a one-liner. You know?
Puts a smile on people's face.
Smile on people's
They get
face.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, there's no explanation needed. Like, yeah, that's kind of what one-liners are for. It's a joke. No, but it sounds like a great guy.
Great guy. Also, how old did he say he was? 32. I could have guessed like 75. You know,
what are
he's
some
got
other
that
good
raspy voice?
What are some other good
voice.
corporate one-liners you can throw out?
Corporate one-liners.
We knocked that one out of the park. You know?
Yeah, I mean, are you talking about good corporate one-liners or just shit people say on Zoom calls? You know, like let's sidebar on this one.
Yeah, circle back.
We'll dive into this tomorrow. I don't know.
What's any other good just regular one-liners, Charlie?
I was gonna say it's a horse apiece.
Mm-hmm.
You know, is that a one-liner? No. You can tell a little joke. You know, how's about this? How's about this? Miles, how's about this? Why did the ghost cross the street?
Why?
To get to the other side. Well, I was expecting half a chuckle on that one.
Did you just make that up right now?
Maybe.
Yeah, I'd keep working on that comedy special of yours, show of yours.
Well, I'm not going to give you any of the A-list jokes, Miles.
What letter list is that joke, you think?
Like D, F, G. Like I'm never going to use it, so I'm using it here.
Well, we appreciate that voicemail, and hey,
Tits up.
Whatever we can do.
Tits up is a good one. Hey,
this has gone tits up.
Tits up. Yeah, I don't. Actually, you don't want to use that in the office. All right.
I like saying that when you're tired, you're sucking hind tit.
Sucking hind tit. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Well, is that it, Jared?
All right.
Well, guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Bellied Up Podcast.
Bellied Up Pod.
If you're in Appleton, you got to get to Dr. Jekyll here on College Ave. And
don't forget,
tip your bartender, folks.
See you guys.